My name is Cliff Ponte. I'm the broker and operating principal of Keller Williams South Wichita, also the owner of the Ponte Realty Group, which is a team within the company. We focus on large-scale real estate, residential and commercial, with an emphasis on representing hedge funds, out-of-town investors, developers, new construction, representing estates as well for the liquidation of real estate. That's our primary focus on the day in and day out basis. I grew up in Fall River. It is the place that I have called home my entire life. I grew up in the south end of the city. A typical middle-class family, you know, two parents really trying to work hard, multiple jobs to make ends meet. I saw a lot of things as a kid that makes me not maybe get so worked up about the little things in life, because there are so many greater things that people can get worked up about. I think that when I saw the struggle of, you know, a middle-class family in Fall River, in the south end of the city, my dad working multiple jobs and my mom working, and them taking me to baseball practice at Maplewood Park and taking my brother to basketball at the CYO or the Bank Street Armory at the time. Those kind of events and all that work to make sure that me and my brother could live the best possible life that we could as children and young adults really made me appreciate what sacrifices my parents and my family made so that I could live and my brother could live and our family could live the best life possible. I worked at, you know, the small mom and pop shops, and I recognized early on when I was 15, 16 years old and working that it isn't something that I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I recognized in order to have independence, financial freedom, it is something that I really needed to focus on improving myself as an individual. I knew what it was like to see my parents struggle, and then when I first got into the business, I struggled. And every single day I'm reminded that people do struggle every single day, in the community, outside of the community. The struggle is real, no matter what anybody has to say, and I don't want to go back there. I got my first job at 15 and a half at a sub shop, and then I went from there to banking, and then I took that big step when I was only 18 years old, really, into real estate. I was working at a small mom and pop real estate shop for a couple of years. I'll never forget how challenging it was for me in the early stages of my real estate career. It was so hard to get a listing. I didn't know, I had no guidance, I had no tools, I had no resources, I didn't know where to step, I was afraid to step, I was afraid I was gonna step into a booby trap, and I wasn't making any money. I was, you know, burning both ends of the candle, wasn't finding any success at this small company. There's been several people who have contributed, I want to say, to my success as an individual. In order to get from one part of the country to the other part, you need a roadmap. So I was given that roadmap, and it was really up to me whether or not I wanted to follow that roadmap. Learning those principles, learning those aspects of real estate in 07, 08, in the middle of a true recession, built character in me as a real estate broker, a real estate agent, and as a business person and a business owner, and I think it's defined me throughout my entire career. Being in real estate, you can wake up one day and things could be going in several different directions for you. A lot of things can happen and unfold in a day, which we don't have a script for. It's just really going and doing what you gotta do. I was in college when I first got my real estate license to be a school teacher, because when I was in school, I had several teachers as a child that were influential in me as an individual. So I wanted to have that impact on people. And then I recognized that real estate is much more independent. You had more financial freedoms. You had more capabilities. While I recognize now that there's no vacations in real estate, you know, no matter what it is that I do, if I go to Spain, Florida, or Portugal, there's no way that I'm ever going to be able to fully disconnect. I always check my email, and it's a busy lifestyle. But it's the independence that I recognize early on. And I respect the fact that you put a lot of hard work in your every day, but there's also some time to unwind, spend time with your family and your friends. And when I got my first real estate commission check, I was like, I can do this. So what a day looks like for me, obviously I wake up early, I head out of the house, I hang out with my dog a little bit in the morning, let him out, and prepare my day early as possible to try to set myself up for as much success throughout the course of the day. I do own a iconic diner here in Fall River, Almack's Diner. I bought it in May of 2019, and it's been a staple in the community for many, many years, a breakfast lunch type business. Not too long ago, the city was going through some challenging times politically, let's say, and I had to step into the role of acting mayor for a couple of months while running other businesses. It was a challenging time for me in terms of my schedule, but I made it work. And I felt I was at that point in my career where I recognized in all aspects of life, business, politics, personal, that if you put other people before yourself, it is acknowledged by many, it's respected by many, and it really makes a difference in life and in business. What is a real focus of mine today and every day is to build a business brand within my company, within our company at Keller Williams, and within my team that people are proud of, people are happy to be a part of. The people who work for me thrive in the environments that they work in. And most importantly, our clients believe in us. They believe that we have the tools to help them buy or sell property. Early on, I recognized that we as real estate brokers and real estate agents are helping people make the biggest investment of their life. I've always maintained the belief going the extra mile and going the extra way for your client to show them that you are not just a one transaction real estate agent or broker, you want to be their real estate broker for life. It really starts at the top. And if you show your staff that you care about them and you care about their clients, and most importantly, care about their success, their individual success, and the success of their families, then I can go to bed at night knowing that I made a difference today for not only my clients, but for my staff. And there's no better feeling. And that's really my biggest benchmark over the next 5 years, working on my business that in it, and having the staff that supports me, and the agents that are in my office and agents that are on my team, to be able to make as much money as they can and continue to believe and trust in me, in my capabilities, to see them continue to achieve success. And then I believe all together, everything will click, because I obviously wake up every morning with the best of intentions to make a difference in somebody's life. And if I can continue to do that and just make a little bit of a difference in one person's life, I would have felt accomplished, at least for that day.